Hi and welcome back. In this video we're going to talk about email marketing, the keys to clicks. As they say, nothing happens until a sale is made. This certainly rings true for email marketing, and the key to making a sale is getting the customer to take action. There are several different ways you can promote to a potential prospect through email. You could create a simple newsletter to those who opt into your landing page. You could create a free report that's delivered through email so they can opt into this option when they arrive at your landing page, and then you can follow through with additional pieces of information. You could also create a comprehensive monthly newsletter subscription which is emailed directly to your potential prospects for free. Whichever method you choose, it all starts with the very first email contact. For this example, I'm going to assume that you already have or you're already building an email list. How you get or build that email list is a topic for another video. Since you already have an email list, we're going to talk about how to get them to take action when you send them an email. The first thing we have to get in order is our expectations. Different niche markets will react to different offers and content. It's also widely known that approximately 80% of your sales will be generated from the 5th through the 8th contact your customer has with you. Knowing this means that if you're going to send them emails, you have to give them quality information so they will continue to read your emails. This is a lot easier said than done. It takes a great deal of effort to create a timeline of quality emails that you can send out through your autoresponder. Again, if your email subscriber only receives ads and pitches to buy something, they'll probably opt out and you will not have much of an email list. Another rule of thumb is that approximately 80% or more of the emails you send your subscriber should be valuable free content helping them instead of a ton of sales pitches. I have another article that details an extensive email marketing campaign I did, and I show the statistics and the results. I created almost 1 full year's worth of content to send to my email subscribers. I have to say this was an enormous effort. There was a lot of planning with a calendar and a great deal of research and writing. And thank God for those Dragon programs. It all starts with the headline. There are different approaches you can use to have a catchy, irresistible subject line that gets a higher percentage of open rates. You really need to begin by knowing who your customer is. This is important because what one customer in a particular niche will react to is different than what another customer will react to in an entirely different niche. For example, there are some niche markets that have specific demographic profiles, and they may respond well to funny or even scandalous subject lines, and they know not to take it seriously. But there are other niche markets that are very serious in nature. If you send them a funny or humorous subject line that doesn't strike that individual as funny, then you may lose their attention. So keep that in mind. Think about who you're writing or talking to when you create the subject line, but make it irresistible. A good place to start for some fresh ideas is to check your own email account and look at some of the emails you have received lately. Perhaps you can model some of yours after those subject lines. I spend about an hour, sometimes even 2, just to come up with about 5 or 6 email subject lines. Then I test them out, and I ask family or friends to look at it, and then I compare it to some of the emails that I've received. This is crucial. This is the key to getting your email open, so don't blow it, or your entire email campaign will not get the results you're hoping for. The next step is the body and the words you use in the email itself. I've had very good results using both long and short ad copy for the body of my emails, even when I'm trying to sell a product or service. In one example, I had an email list which I built over the course of about 2 years. This group of individuals were used to my emails being short and sweet, so I decided I would test the long ad copy in an email, and they responded with twice the usual click-through rates. I have to stress that there were a few reasons why this worked. First of all, I spent a great deal of time. It was about 2 days of crafting this long copy email. Every word and every line had to be there for a reason. I did not want to take advantage of their time. They were also responsive because it was something out of the ordinary, but after a while, when I continued to use the long copy form, the clicks started to fade out, meaning the results. And eventually, it went back to the usual click-through rate. I personally prefer short copy emails, which get directly to the point and has at least 2 or 3 opportunities for the reader to click, but I don't skimp on information. I also try to add a bit of my personality to my emails. The next step is the call to action. Since I spend most of my time creating valuable content for my email list, my readers will react to the instructions in the email because they trust me. They know that almost every email they get from me will offer some kind of valuable information or a tip that they can use almost immediately. If you build a list with this concept, it won't be that hard to get your reader to take action when you tell them to in an email. I try to tie the subject line, the ad copy in the email, and also the call to action all together. The last step is the content or the action they're going to receive when they click. If the content is an ebook or a video, I look back at my subject line, the ad copy, and the call to action, and I make sure that it all ties together so the reader isn't deceived when they receive the final step. I've made mistakes like this before, and the content or the call to action actually had nothing to do with the subject lines I was using in the initial email. This was confusing for my readers, and when they landed at the final point, they simply left or didn't take any action. So please keep this in mind. Put yourself in the shoes of your reader and take a look at the entire process from the beginning to the very, very end. Good luck, and remember, don't be afraid to test new marketing strategies and ideas. There is no monopoly on internet marketing strategies. Thanks for watching, and please visit me at thecampingproject.wordpress.com.